which isn't their map. It's a map that they're familiar with, but it isn't like a home turf map. It's a bit of a stretch. Na'Vi, they're poised to take this title. And we go into the pistol round now with Na'Vi sitting on the CT side, full Kevlar across the board, looking for headshots and Luminosity. Straight into underpass. It's looking like a straight up YOLO A.
And what's worse is Guardian is right behind him. He's already dropped down. This could be huge. Guardian with the P2000 in hand, looking for the shots. Easy clicking away. Hasn't got a kill yet. Finally, there it is. And Seized also picked up for Fallen. Can he actually bring it back for his team again? He runs right into Zeus and gets trucked. So now it's down to FNX and Cold. 2 versus 4. The bomb has been planted, yes, but how do they possibly make it out? FNX gets 1 kill, but he goes down to Zeus. And now it's all on Cold, and they know where he is. He picks up 1, jumps for the shot. That's a bit dangerous. Goes for it 1 more time. That bomb is ticking. Cold, he hits the headshot. He's got the triple. Flamey's hunting him. He doesn't have a kit picked up. Where is that kick? It's not on the bomb site. Flamey, he's out in the open with 10 seconds. Cold comes in. Flamey, he's not hitting the shot, and Cold is playing this so well. No, it goes down. Flamey, he doesn't have the time. Luminosity win the round. What a start.
Well, there you go. They're saying they need momentum at the start. They need a big impact play. Well, talk about your star delivering. You know, all eyes on Fallen, but you're right. He gets trucked by Zeus, but then Cold, he just keeps delivering in pistol rounds for Luminosity. It's incredible. And you think here, this is still us trying to get used to this new bomb time as well. You think there might actually be time for Flamey to get the defuse, but you're right, he had no kit.
Look at this sick play from Na'Vi as well. 2 UMPs being picked up and around on the CT side where you've lost it. You know, we'll get back to this in a second because they're just rushing in here. Guardian looking for the cross kills here with the Deagle. He's done some good damage to Fur, and Taco goes down, but Kill is at least replying with.
They do manage to find him in the end. Fur with the MP7 takes out Seized. So that's Edward and Flamey left. Flamey's still very low, and Na'Vi are just kind of poised to try and get some exit frags out of this. They'll get 600 bucks per kill with these UMPs, so it's worth it to kind of hang around here. And you already have Fallen, of course, out on the hunt. This is what he does every single time, just gets out there. I mean, Luminosity as well. They were just like, okay, boys, you know, keep the momentum, keep the pressure up. We aren't even going to waste any time with rifles trying to play for the long-range duel or anything like that. This was a straight-up bully tactic from them. Just run and gun, SMG, make money, and go in there fierce.
Right, that could have been dangerous, you know, ending up against UMP and armor.
Against the Deagle as well, they can, you know, dome you from halfway across the map.
I mean, I was about to say, this is actually something that we've done in matchmaking for a while. Sometimes if you lose that round, just buy 5 UMPs and armor and see if you can't make it. It works surprisingly often. Never seen it used in competitive play because I assumed it was just some ridiculous thing that we were doing, but why not? I mean, I think if you're in a good position for it, I actually don't think it's necessarily that bad of an idea.
No, it's a good SMG to tap with. It does the most damage versus armor out of all the SMGs. I mean, the thing can be lethal if you're in the right place. It just has it has a little bit of a slower fire rate, so that's why, you know, some players prefer to go with the MP7, a bit more of a run and gun, easy weapon to use. But there we go, you know, Flamey all the way up top ramp, and he does so much damage to Cold and FNX.
Cold so scared to step out of that corner. 7 health on him. A good amount of damage pushed up by Flamey, who was obviously a huge reason why Na'Vi won that first map. See if he can continue on the second map here. It'd be big if they could come back in the 3rd round already. C-set actually running out into the opening. It might have been a bit too aggressive from Zeus. It's
the bait and switch though. Seized in the corner. Oh, never mind. Fallen just like, you know, race cars right by him. No problem at all. Playing some GTA over here. Meanwhile, Flamey trying to do the best that he can with this UMP, hoping to get lucky with the shot, but he's going to get rushed down. No, oh, he gets the headshot with the pistol, not with the SMG. You got to do it with the SMG to make the money.
Can't get the shot on Fur, who's got too much health. And Edward, well, he's running in from behind. I'm wondering how close Cold has to be to hear him running up here. Seems like Edward's going to go down anyway. He's not got the health for it here. I mean, a lot of damage dished out, but only the 1 kill. And Luminosity, they survived the following rounds. They're up to 3-0. And now Na'Vi, they buy, but I mean, Flamey could buy an ult, but then he'd have no armor. To give it to Guardian, it's not worth the sacrifice. So no AWP here.
And they don't have an AWP for Luminosity either. Fallen isn't going to upgrade. Instead, he just goes for a straight AK. And yeah, now they try and change it up. They've trained Na'Vi to fear the A site. That's where the action has been so far in this half. Now Luminosity just go for the straight up YOLO B play. And Edward is here with the double spray. Just stops him cold. Looking for another one. And he actually gets a triple.
What a play. Now grenades are raining in as well. Fur and Cold have got to get out of here. There's a nice shot from Fur. Bringing down Flamey. Could they at least get the bomb down? It doesn't seem likely at this point. Cold trying for the spray. They almost line up for him. But it will be Na'Vi winning the round in large part due to excellent shutdown there from Flamey.
Yeah, Edward and Flamey. And it was Flamey to get the third kill. That's right, that's right. But you can see here, this is a sick position. You need to have FNX, the second man.
Oh, sorry, Edward with the initial spray. You're right.
But it's like, I mean, you see it there, right? FNX, if it works according to plan, they lose one guy to Edward, but then the second guy dies, and then they're able to swarm over Flamey on that site, and it all works out perfectly for Luminosity. It's the fact that Edward gets that extra kill that just throws a wrench in the works there. So big individual play again for Edward, who had his moments on train as well. He was the one who started to get fired up for Na'Vi.
This round, Fallen actually does have the AWP, still not one on the Na'Vi side. Edward playing around behind these boxes, and a little bit of push comes in from Taco. Perfectly timed to take down Edward. Zeus to fall next. Flamey way out in the open to take this fight, and he goes down immediately. And it's one of those fights where he's not going to hide anyway. He has to just crouch it and try and see if he can immediately win. Seized and Guardian just saving whatever they can here. Big round for the Brazilian side.
Well, clearly, Anders, in Brazil, the taco eats you. Because he just got 3 entry frags. That's not easy to do. First one, okay, a bit touch and go, but then taking out Zeus and Flamey as well. Taco, that's a huge round.
Bit early in the day to bring out Russian memes, isn't it?
Never, bro, never. Come on. Oh,
FNX ends up dropping. So they're actually giving away a fair bit here just to try and hunt down these two players. Money that they really do not have. The only one who could have sort of realistically pushed to actually try and do this was Taco with about 2,200. Everybody else should not be doing it, maybe especially for an FNX. Got very little money here. Time is up, and good shot from Cold Drop Guardian. That may actually make it worth it. I think it is. Yeah, no, I would say that's worth it.
Yeah, just now you have a single rifle on Na'Vi, and it's a hard eco. They've won 1 round, and then they get hard reset, $1,400 starting money. That is not a lot to work with here. So we see Na'Vi, they're kind of meeting it halfway. It will be a double eco scenario for them, unless C's can come up with a huge result here with the M4.
But you mentioned Cold being sort of at the bottom of the scoreboard for LG a lot of the game on Dream. Yeah. Look at him now, just coming into this game with 8-0 and 2. He is so ready, and I mean, he probably took that very personally, that, he's like, I'm not doing well enough. I've got to change this somehow.
Oh, he does look at himself as, it's just, I mean, Luminosity also, though, they are still, they haven't settled to the point where it's like, I'm the star, and it's like everybody just, so long as they win, they don't care who gets the kills, right? It's just that Cold happens to get a lot of them. They have a very good mentality on Luminosity.
Yeah, I think, again, that's down to sort of the leadership. Definitely helping out a fair bit with that. Cold gets the entry frag. They only have that 1 rifle alive. And the reason why it makes a difference if it's 1 or 2 is they seized us here alone, but if they had 2 rifles, they could have put one in either bomb site, and they would have had not exactly a good defense, but a more reasonable one. Now, it's a bit of a coin flip for Na'Vi here.
And that's how they're adjusting. Look. With the double and connector, quick rotate over to the A site. This is a perfect call, unless C's dies outright, and then Edward gets followed up. They're using that gun as bait, Anders.
Guardian with a deagle. Could we get a nice headshot? Not gonna happen. Cold still surviving, and up to 10 and 2 now. Now let's see. I mean, the fact is Na'Vi can't really afford to buy. No. They actually have to eco another time here. Maybe if they were Envy, things would be different, Yeah. I'm wondering if they try and go, aggressive hauls. There we go, okay. Where are they going to go aggressive if they have a second round of eco? Trying to catch Luminosity off guard, right? Flamey Guardian seized all of them going up into A apartments, just trying to get in there and see if they can't lay a trap with those CZ-75. It's definitely it's a nice choke point to try and use them in, but now obviously they realize nobody is really coming. Luminosity are quite content right now to just slow play these rounds, see if they can't get a couple of kills early on instead of rushing into anything. So you have to respect that as well. Edward making his way through, and the timing is perfect here. Can they punish him? Fallen goes for the shot once, and he will get the kill on Edward eventually. You do almost wish Edward would have just ran away at that point in time.
Oh, that's an interesting flash. They do turn away in time, but not sure how many spotted. He knows that at least one player is playing drop right now. Guardian's going to get up here for the AK. And Fallen misses a point-blank shot. Oh no, Guardian can get the punish now. There's the spray through the smoke, and he gets caught by Cold, but then Flamey goes charging through. He trades up 1 for 1. This is way too close at this point. Cold will find Zeus though, and C's trying to do the best that he can, tapping long range with the CZ, and he does find a headshot. So it actually manages to get right over that tipping point. They lose the AWP, and they lose 3 players, so one of them is forcing here.
Yeah, an expensive round, more than it should have been maybe, but still 6-1. Now it's a double up setup for Na'Vi. They did do the double eco, they have the money for it. They've also spent all their money in this round. So if they lose, then Luminosity are suddenly rocketed into an extremely good position here early on Cobblestone. And there's Zeus with a good kill on Fur. It's a perfect start.
Now, Taco's getting ready to get flashed through. Just waiting for the go signal from his teammates. Deep flash, deep smoke, there we go. Just pushes through, but Guardian's already in position here, waiting behind Pillar. Not gonna find the angle though, the smokes are too good. Molotov is gonna be there, but the smoke clears. An easy shot for Guardian that he misses.
The trap behind that box though, this is a little bit scary. They've got to be very careful. There are no grenades left on Na'Vi though, so they can't even punish them for being there. And is there gonna be a setup? Any kind of flash to sort of unleash this landslide into the B bomb side? That's the big question. Fallen's coming up behind as well. They've got a Molotov and 2 flashbangs, and they're on Taco. There's a good shot. Guardian going down, in fact. FNX somehow connecting with that AK. This guy still playing chicken coop. Edward in the corner. This time it's just going to be the 1 kill. And chicken coop. Flamey coming out. Easy tap once they line up. Oh, Flamey! Surgical.
Yeah, that looks inevitable. When they lined up as well. Luminosity right now, they really are, I mean, they're trying to slow play it, but you just feel like they're getting bogged down as well, and Na'Vi are taking advantage of this.
He's
real
so
patient
calm.
play from Flamey. He didn't peek out until he had to. That was perfectly done. They just never, heard a shot from Chicken Coop, so they just completely ignored it, Luminosity, and that came back to haunt them now. That was a big round that they should have just been able to crush through. Instead, Na'Vi have money to go to actually go for another buy round here. They have the AWP and a decent nade count. And Zeus once again boosted up. He's looking to just, wreak havoc here in the back lines. Fur with the flash, but it's not going to be effective. And now Zeus walks right into his crosshairs. That is, well, I mean, just Zeus knowing that he has actually nowhere to go. He has to take the fight and win it.
Yeah, but it seemed like that flashbang maybe panicked him more than it should have.
Yeah.
Just a bit of tension there on the side of Na'Vi.
I like how Edward is basically playing mind games. He's like, well, how many times am I going to play this position, guys? Luminosity, every time now they have to worry about that spot. Do they check it every time, or do they assume that Edward's finally going to change up? Well, Guardian's going to change up straight down into the ground.
3 on 5. This is such a big lead to have right now. And Na'Vi going for a bit of a shoulder. Actually, I would prefer if Na'Vi stock every member in the B-bomb side and said, if you come B, maybe win the round if we're good. There's the first opening frag. Seized actually getting a lot out of this. Flamey with the kill as well. Fallen, if he goes down, that would be horrendous. Now it's a 2-on-2. Massive health advantage here for Na'Vi. And Fur coming up from behind. He's at least securing and checking the A-bomb side and should be calling it into Fallen, but the clock, there's so little time. If Flamey gets the kill on Fallen, the bomb goes down and the round is gone. Smoke goes up, Flamey comes through, the timing, 8-7, 10 seconds left. There's not going to be enough time here. Fur, he's got the bomb and he's trying to make it run. I don't think he can make it any longer. And there it is. What a comeback into this round. 3 on 5 for Na'Vi. And here's the part that makes sense. If they go B, then maybe, this would happen. They get the kills, they manage to win the round. If they split themselves and put 1 in A and 2 in B, what are they going to do? Are they going to defend 5 versus 2 or 1 versus 5? Probably not. So then if the A push comes and they're all in B, they just save the rifles. It is actually the smartest choice.
There's just a lot of hesitation on the Luminosity side right now. That's the thing that's costing them. They're running down that clock. It's taking so long for them to make the decision where they want to go. And then that time around, they happen to just go right into the blender, you're right. Na'Vi ready and waiting for him with the crossfire. So at this point now, Na'Vi, they are expecting there to be a change-up from Luminosity going back over towards the A site, which is why they have 3 players there. Again, this comes down to the mind games, but Fur not able to make use of the AK that he saved. FNX is just going to go charging in.
And gets rewarded for it. Instant headshot on Seized. Going to go for a bit of a flash. That actually goes very, very wide, but oh, it still works. I think that must have just been a quick flash for Zeus, but he couldn't really react. Guardian going to take down FNX, but 2 versus 3. This is a very expensive round for Na'Vi, and even if they win it right now, this is not what they need. They're far behind already on the first half here. They got to make sure that they keep a strong economy. They currently most certainly do not have.
They need to keep every single person here alive, so it's just play the angles. Guardian, perfectly done. Sees him coming from a mile away, attempts the wall bang, but he's still in position to hold off that push. And Flamey's there to back him as well. Thought for a moment there that, you know, Guardian was a dead man, but it's just not going to happen. And then Edward gets that spray battle in.
And no armor on Cold Seer, so very hard for him to win that fight, no matter what, really. 6-4, and it evens out for Na'Vi. They don't lose any more members. Flamey with 11 kills, 14 on Cold Seer. Those are the 2 top fraggers currently in the game. And Na'Vi seem to stabilize a little bit. Now, Luminosity can buy, and it's not a bad buy at all. No AWP and no Molotovs, though. So there are a lot of corners, and there are so many corners on Cobblestone here, and they can't really check any of them with the Molotov.
Oh, this is a nightmare, though. Guardian is pushed up. If they decide to push out onto Plateau aggressive again, will Guardian get caught? Fallen is waiting for him to push, though. So Guardian, it doesn't look like he wants to go for the aggressive information seek just yet. Oh, that's nice. That's less nice. Edward totally blind, but the smoke saves him. Oh, no, Taco. Is he actually going to turn away in time? Is this perfect here for Edward? Edward can come out right behind him, and this is total chaos. Peekaboo, he's there. And now Edward can actually get out of dodge if he wants, but he decides to hang around. He's going to take the fight further, and he falls to cold.
That's some ridiculous game sense from Edward. Very, very smartly played then. I mean, a little bit of luck with the smoke blooming right on top of him, but he used it perfectly. Still, this might work out for Luminosity. Still got a smoke to try and cover off and sort of prevent Guardian from getting really good op shots in. If it's in the right place. Flash goes through. Flamey gets traded. Still not good enough for Na'Vi. They need more than that. Now Guardian is coming in here. That smoke is by chicken coop, so no one being blocked off. Guardian has a clear angle into the bomb side, and this is a big problem, but they're going to go for the boost. Up on top of the box. Zeus is on the other side. Now there's 27 seconds. FNX, Henson headshot, and oh, Zeus, he goes down. Great trading all the way through this round for Luminosity. They just trade again and again and again, and now we have no money, but they're going to force it up anyway. Wow, this is a big risk.
Dooley's being bought. And Zeus going for the swag. Was that a misbuy?
Yeah.
That was definitely a misbuy.
I think this is definitely too big of a risk for Na'Vi, I would say.
I realize, I mean, Na'Vi, they need at least 6 rounds here in this first half. And they managed to make the force buys work and train. I mean, that's what they're thinking right now. You know, we caught Luminosity out in the past. We know that they do make mistakes under pressure. So let's see if we can abuse that. That's exactly what Na'Vi are hoping for at this point. And they are taking close-up positions, of course, to make use of the shotgun. To make, well, Guardian actually going to go aggressive here with the not the AWP, of course, the M4.
Could be rewarded a lot, but FNX is on the other side anticipating this. So if Guardian keeps pushing, actually, did FNX hear them falling back there? Good trade coming in. Flamey with the C-set shot on Fallen. If they could get one more kill here, could definitely turn around. Fur gonna go down. Zeus somehow ending up behind him with that Mag 7. There's a knockout punch, and now FNX doing, look at all the work he's doing. He heard them run away. He knows the A-bomb site's probably clear, and he's ready for this. Now the bomb is being brought back. FNX doing so much in this round. He wins the fight, a little bit clumsy, but should be enough here. Smoke goes in. Actually, does it go? No, it's just a flashbang.
Flash. It was a decoy and then a flash to follow it. That was perfect. And now, well, Zeus, he's going to try and stop them from getting up onto the site with that bomb. But it looks like they're going to try and double up, going through the murder hole. And, well, Zeus, he's in position to look for the headshot, just spraying into the wall. Desperate, and he is now the last man alive here for Na'Vi. Taco with the double kill, making the difference once again here for Luminosity.
And now Na'Vi have put themselves in a very tricky position. I don't understand why they wouldn't go for another round of eco. Then it would have been 8 rounds like now for Luminosity. Then in this round they could have gone for a double setup, like double up if they wanted to. Unlike Train, it's actually a lot harder on Cobblestone to force the close confrontation with the CZ. I mean, in drop you can do it in close to plateau, but you can get grenaded out of those positions. And then you have to fall back and... I'm not buying it. Well, this though is a really good call coming out from the terrorist side. Seized is far behind on long. He can't easily flank them. The bomb is going to go down. It's definitely looking like 9 rounds here for Luminosity.
This is a bit of an awkward spot for Cold, though. He's got to worry about 2 angles at this point, and all of Navi are just going to be charging through. He's stepping, and now they're going to hear it. Nice spray onto Seized. And Taco just goes in. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Guardian point blank takes him out. Cold is here to make the difference, though. Big spray, gets the follow-up, and now they know exactly where Flamey's playing from, so no joy for him.
Was Flamey trying to squeeze himself out the castle walls then? Looked like, you know, there's a window there. Let me be free. Edward going to go down to that Mach 10 off Fur, which brings us to 9-4. I mean, Vendetta was bringing this up. You know, if they're going to have any chance to do this, it will require a good start. And I think they've had that so far.
Yeah.
If they can hammer this home at 11-4, then...
Oh, man, then it's perfect for Luminosity. Then they're poised to take the map. They are capable of winning Cobblestone. And then we would be in a real interesting situation where...
Look at Navi's economy still. This is dreadful.
Oh? Look at Seas, though. He's making use of the smoke. He's just waiting for Fallen to get excited to try and peek forward behind that boulder. He wants the shot, and he hears a man walking on the other side of the smoke as well. This takes some poise. This takes some, well, some courage.
Question is if he isn't just going to get traded if he gets the kill. He's got to be very careful and, well, shooting blindly through, somehow not hitting a single thing. Now Seas comes out. There's too many people. Even if he got the shot on Fur then, he would still have been killed immediately and no one could have refragged it. I don't think that's a good investment.
And Taco just needs to sit and wait. He's doing the correct, he makes the correct play here just to sit, because they could be the instant reaction from Na'Vi, push on the other side of the map, see if you can't overwhelm somebody there. So the fact that he tries to make use of that smoke to his advantage, just sits there, waits to see if anybody's going to push through. That's very wise, and he could get the timing right. Perfectly done. Catches Edward checking the corner.
Luminosity definitely in control of the mental game here. Zeus, Flamey, Guardian left, 40 seconds, and the bomb being brought all the way over to long. And this time, I said last time, if you do a 1-2 setup, then you're probably just going to lose either way. And now we go for the exact same call this here. Fine, let's put most of our people on B. Guardian falling back. I don't see how he can make a difference.
Yeah, he is going to focus on Connector, I think.
They need the rifles for the last round. They desperately need the rifles.
I can't afford to give these up. Actually, it's to the point where you want to see Luminosity just plant the bomb. You don't see anybody here, go hunt.
Everybody but Fallen.
Just go and find the guns, because you already have Fur just camping out over here. And this isn't a bad spot for him to be in. He might actually catch Zeus off guard. And you can see Zeus checking the angles, but as soon as he takes those steps, Fur's going to know exactly where he is. Free kill, and one of them is down.
Huge kill. Every kill from now on. No, even if they lose all 5 rifles trying to do this, it will still be worth it for the LG side. Flamey out on the plateau. Bomb is only just now ticking towards the end, so this is a very big problem. Guardian low as well. Flamey down, and Guardian is going to follow soon. Big plays from Luminosity. They call it absolutely perfectly here. 10-4, top fragging, still cold serial like it's been the whole map here. 18, 3, and 8 as a scoreline.
But it's good to see the rest of his teammates catching up to him a little bit here, getting into the double digits. It's only Taco who's lagging a little bit behind, but he's 8-1 and 9, so I mean, it's not the end of the world for him either. But yeah, Luminosity, they are waking up here on the second map of this best of 3 with Na'Vi up 1-0. We're wondering if they were going to be able to get their heads back in the game, and they're doing a perfect job of it here. It's up to Na'Vi now to weather the storm. They're going to have a lot of work for them, regardless of the scoreline of this first half. Going into the second half, it's going to be monstrous for them to get the job done. It'll be Luminosity's game to lose here at this point on this map.
Yeah, if they can't win behind 11-4, assuming that that's where we're headed, then it really does seem like it's going to be some sort of curse thing happening, isn't it? It's almost too much to handle at that point. We've got still more than a minute on the clock, and Taco wanting to take a bit of control. Actually, they've been doing a pretty good job, I think, LG, of getting that plateau control, but this There's essentially 4 people at the B-bomb site right now. Gotta be careful. Fallen, big opening kill on Guardian. Edward is ready, and if he jumps here, he can look over the short wall and instantly knock someone out with this Max 7.
That's all he's waiting for. But Luminosity decided they don't want to have anything to do with this. 35 seconds left, man. This team, they're running this clock down dangerously low at this point. They will be falling back. And they're going to leave a man in drop just to make a little bit of noise. Zeus is here with his own swag 7, so he's going to draw some attention to himself. This costs Luminosity valuable seconds. They need to keep charging forward. Flash buys even more time for the rotation to come out from Na'Vi. And Na'Vi now, they have the setup here to stop Luminosity cold.
Oh, Flamey there with the cross as well. Zeus doing big work. What a round coming out. 9 seconds left here for the 2v3. 6 seconds and it's gone. Taco, he sprays 1, 2, but he cannot find Seized in time. He's behind that truck, and that's going to be it. Nice attempt, but not good enough, and that's going to give Na'Vi a 5th round. And for all we know, that could make all the difference in the world.
Dude, that second shot was like the 180 MLG play, man. Super sick spray transfer.
10-5 for the first half. Still, I think Luminosity came away with the better half here. But if Na'Vi win the pistol...
To me, it feels like, what's odd here is that it feels like Na'Vi they didn't actually win anything. It's like Luminosity, the rounds that they allowed Na'Vi to have is kind of what's going through my head at this point right now, because it's just like, either they ran the clock down and basically backed themselves into a corner due to indecisiveness, not knowing where they wanted to go and just committing to that play, or they happened to just, and then that led into running into Na'Vi in the blender situation where Na'Vi, you know, they're in position to shut them out. I don't know, it feels like Luminosity right now, or Na'Vi need to wake up. They need to start taking control of the situation here. So on their T side now, they can set the pace, they can decide what the play is going to be, and we really have to see them just rocket home this pistol and start getting some rounds on the board.
So hard on the CT side of Cobblestone to find a way to take any control. I mean, if you win the fight on Plateau, you're doing something right. And you could see Na'Vi tried a couple of times in the middle with that smoke down there. But apart from that, there's not really many places left that really reward CT aggressiveness. So guess we'll see here. Fallen waiting for the shot. It goes down to Flamey. And that's the start they need. Cold holding in this bomb side. The dualie's not going to do a single thing for Fur, and Cold going to be knocked out as well. Flamey with that headshot now. FNX and Taco left. It's a beautiful round from Na'Vi so far.
Yeah, it's actually shaping up to the same kind of results here that we saw on Train. FNX is going to step in and get a headshot. But it's so little right now to work with. And Zeus with the dualies, he's going to get caught by Taco. Taco just keeps waking up. And he's going to keep getting frags here. Looking for the shot, but he's walking into the Triangle of Doom. We haven't seen that in a while.
He's even thinking about this point. Save the armor, save the kit, yeah. Buy a smoke next round and ninja defuse. I'm calling it now, Semler.
Sparkles.
Just a good old ninja defuse, yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, we never really did get to see many ninja diffuses, do we? What was it, like Dupree, Frag by Masters? That's always the one that's going to stand out. When Nuke was still in the game.
It's so hard to do as well. And actually, I think on Cobblestone or Fall maps, it might be one of the hardest. Maybe if you hide on the A-bomb side in the back lines, they forget to check it, you run out last minute, last second. 10-6 in the 17th round here, and LG going for a variety of pistols. Mag 7 on Fallen as well. Not a single smoke grenade, and Na'Vi actually is pretending to be a little bit aggressive over here with Flamey. They're playing very passively on the other side of the map too.
I want to make it difficult for Luminosity to get in here and get the info. I mean, Luminosity have gone for a standard anti-rush setup over here on the B site. 4 players stacked up, just a lone Fur God over here. I mean, he is feeling the wrath, but he needs to bring it now if he's going to survive this this hail of bullets that he's about to get under here. Because Na'Vi, they've got the bomb over here. They've got 2 players, and they're going to start rotating the other 2 back shortly.
What I do like about this position is that if you want to kill Fur, you're going to have to get close, like uncomfortably close to that C set. We've seen it a couple of times before, so he shouldn't be able to get more than 1 kill. But we've seen some teams make mistakes where, you know, the C set player gets the 1 kill, and then they rush in to try and punish him, and they're so close that they all get mowed down. So same is true here in drop. So that's why Plateau is usually a good place to go in a round like this if you're Na'Vi, just to try and keep some distance. and use the grenades. FNX is close here. That grenade barely touching him, but he does fall back, wants to put one out, and actually Taco opening up with a kill, and that's going to be the bomb down as well, but nice reply from Na'Vi. Flamey Edward picking up a second kill with the UMP, and Fallen coming close. There's only 28 seconds, but he can't easily stop the bomb, especially not with a Mag 7 at that range.
Yeah, Flamey's so good at hitting those shots. Just instant death. Fallen wants to go for the shoulder peek, and Flamey just punishes him for it, shuts him down, and it's really Flamey, man. 18 kills now. He's tied up with Cold at the top of the scoreboard. The rest of his team, you know, just trying to play catch up at this point.
Yeah, only Zeus breaking into double digits. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind the attempt here from Luminosity. It's just that after the initial trade at the plateau, it all goes Na'Vi's way, which is why, I mean, this is why plateau is a good place to go, because at that point they have all the way from plateau to drop to fight against CZs, and they have rifles, you know? Yeah. It just makes so much more sense to try and do it. If they had gone drop, or if they'd gone towards the sort of the A connector, things could have got a little bit tricky.
Well, that's where Fur was lurking, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there is that. It's just the A defense is so difficult to maintain as CT as well. As soon as you lose one player, it's so difficult to not just get caught in a crossfire after that, because then the drop play can come in afterwards, and it can get really hairy over there.
Look at C's.
Well,
you know JW is going to be happy at this point.
He's nodding.
Like, yeah.
That's right, C's. You my boy. I mean, though, it's JW claims that this is the best gun to have in this situation. Problem is, once you go out that doorway, it is now like the worst gun, because if the guy's sitting on the site, you're never going to kill him.
Oh, FNX. He took a bullet at the end, and Fur goes down. I think he was a little bit worried about getting flanked, and as a result, he got nothing out of it. Cold holding close, but the USP is a limit to how much you can do. He does get a great mid-air headshot, picks up an AK, and would have been insane if he could have actually got that kill on Guardian. It's not going to happen. Fallen will go down, and there's a double kill for the sawn-off shotgun for a 10-8 scoreline now. And Luminosity, and unlike Na'Vi, who couldn't immediately buy an AWP, Fallen has one already.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, he's straight into it. But Fallen will prioritize the op, even when you have these kinds of like forced buy situations. He sets it up nicely to be able to get it. He will, you know, he'll sit on a P2000 if he has to, just to save the extra money to get him past.
That should have probably been a shot then. 2 targets, I think he hit right between them. And now V with the full force nearly over at A long. And Fur, he was trapped here last time, and it almost killed, I think it was FNX, but it almost killed him with a Molotov. They have plenty of them, so if they put out another one, things get really tricky. It looks like they're just walking in. He sees the shadow on the ground. Fur, he's so ready for it. Takes the kill on Zeus, smokes it up smartly so he can get out. Now we are wondering, how do we punish this?
Oh, little lob nade. Actually catches Guardian in the back. What was that? Sick plays from Fur, man. He's styling at this point. Flamey looking to see if he can't get the punish in there, but it's just a little bit too late. Full spray from him. No possible punish coming in from Fur. But Luminosity now have the man advantage. Only issue is that they're so light on nades, so light on utility, and Na'Vi still have 50 seconds left on this clock to make the play.
Fur hiding in the corner again. He sees the gun barrel in the shadow first, and he's going to go for the triple. Cannot be touched, it seems. 71 health on him, and
Fur is very good on Cobblestone as well. This is one of his maps, like where perhaps Luminosity, they might look a little shaky on it as a team. Fur, individually, will just go and get a quad kill and make it look easy.
This is going to be a very annoying round for Na'Vi. He takes every angle that they walk almost right into it, and then it's just perfect for him every time. He's going to go for the ace as well. Could he find C's? Oh, no. Knife out. No ace for Fur.
Okay. And well, yeah, no real decision here for C's but to stay put. So, Luminosity, basically individual play over here in A halls. Na'Vi trying to change it up. They've been focusing a lot on B plateau, so this was their answer perhaps. Okay, go into A halls now, see if we can't catch the A defense out. I mean, Fur's just like, nope, not having any of that.
It must feel really obnoxious as well to Na'Vi, because they just had a round where they checked that corner with a Molotov, and then the follow-up round is to play there again, and he wrecks the whole team.
That one right there, man. Guardian is fuming. But let's see, Fallen. Not going to win it this time. Guardian will land the shot. Just a bombardment going out. onto the B site right now. Plateau, all the anti-rush nades going in from Luminosity. They do not want to risk Na'Vi being able to get a quick reply in. And now it's going to get Taco in position, and Taco's been hitting shots all day long. So let's see if he can come out ahead here. Full flash, and he gets a taste of his own medicine, Anders.
Oh, Flamey, so ready. Triple headshot. FNX to die last. Fur just probably wondering what happened on the other side of the map. And he goes right into Seized. It's a flawless round, bringing it to 9-11. And
but that's what I'm talking about, right? You get that first kill, and it's almost like dominoes. Flamey just, tips, and then the rest of it all just collapses into place. He just lines up headshot after headshot. Everybody has to change up their position. As soon as they lose that plateau control, all of a sudden, if you're in drop, oh, you're exposed. If you don't have drop control, then you're stuck in a box. So you have to try and fight the guy on plateau. It's a real nasty spot to be in. So Flamey getting up there so quickly, that just completely wrecks it for Luminosity.
And from Taco's point of view, that pop flash, because it goes through the smoke, I mean, how are you going to know it? It doesn't touch anything first. There's no like audio tick that, oh, something's happening. You're just blind. And you never get a chance to do anything, really.
Edward grinned when that happened. It's like, heh. Now you know how it feels, Taco.
Fallen and FNX playing in the middle here. Close range, perfect range, in fact, for the P250, but not quite hitting it. It would have been a second bullet and Zeus would have been dead, but now he managed to make a clean breakthrough. Pop flash in, and Fur not hitting the shot. I think the aim punch ruining his day a little bit.
Yeah, just having to go for the 180, trying to flash his way in there. And well, now it's going to be Cold and Taco, the last two alive here for Luminosity. Na'Vi, again, characteristically taking their time. Oh, we got the site, guys. That's all good. Hold on, let me make a sandwich first. I'll bring the bomb after. They're just playing it so carefully. They do not want to lose a single one of these rifles. And Cold does his best, but Flamey will best him. And well, Edward will find the last kill onto Taco. So Na'Vi, they're closing the distance here. After a 10-5 first half for Luminosity, Na'Vi are now one round away from tying it up at 11-11. They're poised, and they've got fantastic economy as well to just keep the pressure up on Luminosity.
It's ridiculous, isn't it, as well? We've got Flamey straight carrying them through train with 36 kills. It was overtime. Second map here, 22 kills.
Guardian isn't even up there. Guardian's got like 10 frags right now. It's just so weird to see how impactful these riflers can be. Cold, same thing for Luminosity. At least here on Cobblestone, he's come alive. But yeah, it is a struggle right now between both of these teams. Nice pre-nade there onto Taco behind the box. And Taco with that swag 7, I mean, he's waiting, and he's actually turned away to dodge that flash. So if it comes through, he should be good, and he should be able to have a bit of a surprise there. So there's the smoke. The pressure's going to start coming in here. Edward just waiting for the moment. And Taco just trying to time it. When is he going to go for the peek? When is he going to try and go for the push? No, Guardian is there to watch him, but Cold is in close. He takes out Flamey.
Still 4-on-4, so much time left. Molotovs to clear out likely spots. Edward pushing close here. That bomb is making its way all the way back with Guardian. It's not being put down yet. They want to see if Luminosity make a mistake and try and push before the bomb plant. They're all ready and waiting for it, and kill comes through from Guardian. They are just still waiting. They know that Luminosity just have to wait for that bomb plant, and Zeus gonna get the kill on Cold. So Fur and Fallen, it's time to just fall back and save what they have here.
Oh man, that wall bag Seized, merciless. Yeah, nicely done there by Seized, not letting him get out of dodge. So that leaves Fallen all the way back in T-spawn, just left all by his lonesome to contemplate. He might go up to Sniper Tower. Think of the better days when he was pugging, camping up here with the op. Wasn't all this pressure, all this stress.
And if you think about it right now, if you think about where they could possibly go on the aggressive. They did that a lot on train with pretty good success, I would say.
Oh. No, never mind. Sorry, I thought that he actually got spotted there.
Down on Ivy on train, they did it on the B ramp going out. Like, they had a lot of aggressive CT moves from Luminosity. Here, there's the boost and drop. Very predictable and very hard to get a lot out of. Very often people just get traded, which isn't worth it. On Plateau, you can do a couple of cool boosts, right? Where Edward was standing in the corner, you can have someone standing on top of him on the Luminosity side instead. They could try for some boosts like that, but it's not quite the same. It's very, very hard to stop the Seas from executing on Cobblestone. And now we're taking full advantage.
Oh, what? How does he not hit that shot? That looked like it was dead on.
It did the damage, but not the kill. Look at Fallen, though. Just an M4. And he starts up with 2 great kills. Now 5 versus 3. They got 4 people stacked in this bomb site. If Luminosity win this round, could well be what decides the rest of this game. Flamey hoping to bring it back once again, as he's done throughout this whole grand final for his team. And Fallen boosted up on the tree now. Guardian sees it, but oh, Fallen hits the shot. He gets the quad kill. All 4 of them going down, and now Edward very much alone.
Same as I'm tongue-tied here, man. Same as it ever was. Fallen is the man to make the difference here for Luminosity in the big rounds. And we're waiting. Edward, he's just, I mean, he has so many angles to worry about. Check Henhouse with the Molotov. That's his molly gone. Now his flash is gone, and now he has to commit. Now he has to go. Get out there. You got 30 seconds left. Looking for the shot. Not going to get it. And so now he's worried about the backstab. I mean, this makes sense. The only problem is he has 20 seconds left to get this bomb planted or get all 4 kills, and it's not looking likely. So he's trying to battle his way out here, see if he can't save, and he will be able to do just that.
Ooh, Edward.
YOLO!
Well, it looked impressive. Result, not so much. Yes, Fallen. 4 kills in a round where they just have that 1 rifle. And before that, he was at the bottom of the scoreboard with 11 kills. So that brings him back. A huge impact on the game. Na'Vi, their economy is still good. Even if they lose this round, they can continue to buy. Current scoreline 12-11. So Luminosity have so much work to do. And I don't want to sort of discredit them, but that's sort of like a freak round. It's not like Luminosity discovered anything that round that they can sort of reuse and say, okay, we did it once, let's try and do it again. They need to come up with something here.
And right now, it's just coming down to the correct call. Taco is actually going to be rotating over to support on the A site now, backing up Fur. So it looks like Fallen, he wants to keep that AWP. That is actually a change of position here. Using the hen house for the AWP, at least at the start. But Na'Vi, just a couple of nades going out, enough to keep Luminosity busy over here on the B site, but they aren't rotating off the A site either. They haven't spotted the bomb. They haven't spotted anybody pushing out. And so Luminosity, this is good. This is showing, you know, some sang-froid. They just stay put and wait to see what Na'Vi are actually doing, given there's still a minute left on this clock.
If that smoke clears, Fur should have the advantage, but Guardian's internal clock is working perfectly. Falls back just as it fades and takes up a new position instead. He's making enough noise down here that obviously Fur could hear it on the other side, but the bomb is making its way back to the B bomb site where FNX and Fallen, and that is nowhere near enough of a defense to stop any kind of a B push. Fallen would have to have consecutive shots, and they will both have to stay alive.
He's done it before, but it's a lot to ask. And well, again, similar position. He is so effective here behind the pillar. And there's the shoulder peek, there's the shot, and now he's going to be able to peek out onto Guardian, but he gets caught in that crossfire. Guardian able to close that angle. FNX, though, will deliver, drops the bomb carrier.
10 seconds.
And exactly, the time is just not here. They have to get in here. Guardian, he's not going to make it. Backs out into Ferg's waiting arms, and Luminosity, they win the key round here, 13-11.
Well, we always point this out about the Na'Vi playstyle, which is shared by Luminosity's tendency to leave very little time left, because as soon as they manage to crossfire Fallen, that should be the round, except they don't have time. And once the bomb carrier, I mean, those are the 2 factors. It's just when the bomb goes down with 10 seconds, there's not a lot that you can do. Otherwise, they probably have that round.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the issue here, is that they just keep both of them actually kind of gifting each other rounds. Luminosity did the same thing on their T side, and now Na'Vi kind of returning the favor. There's a crazy symmetry between both of these teams, though. They have similar styles, similar talents.
The main difference being that Luminosity have a lot less distance to the finish line here. Zeus is going to be taking out Fur, which is a really good start. He's playing alone in the middle, cold, going for a couple of shots, and the refight as well, the smoke to just save him. Oh, but Edward charging through, and maybe a bit too much. Taco there to save Fur.
Yeah, well done by Taco, actually. Perfect timing for him to back it up.
Oh, cold, sorry.
Fur is dead and gone, Anders.
Yeah.
He's been skinned.
There's no saving him now.
Doused in paint. Now, well. Now the question is, can
Wow.
Luminosity actually figure out that they're about to get closed in a vice on that A site? No, sir. Seas comes through connector. Zeus catches out Taco. And just like that, Na'Vi, they execute a perfect A split.
And I mean, it's a very good call coming out of Na'Vi. They know there were 2 people on A long, and that means they could almost certainly guess there wouldn't be such a strong hold on drop, because it's very hard to accomplish both, if not impossible. So just a smart move there. FNX and Fallen left, and again, saving rifles is very important here. They will have enough to, I think, force up if they can save both rifles. I think they'll spread out the money just enough for a buy, but Na'Vi are dangerously close once again. Zeus, well, easy shot. And FNX in a lot of trouble.
That's incredibly frustrating. Fallen not expecting that play one bit. FNX will be able to drop seized. And he should be able to stay alive here. Just not enough time due to the new second, or basically chopping off a few seconds at the end of the rounds there. FNX, he would have died otherwise pre-ruling, I guess, because it wasn't exactly a patch. It was more ESL, DreamHack deciding to make some changes to the servers.
Yeah, I think ESEA actually reversed it.
True, ESEA have reversed it. And I think that's better. I think that's good. You should have just a little bit more time at the end of the rounds to pick up rifles or to hunt. Death cam, though, that's great. Kill it with fire.
No death cam, please. What a close game. It was close on train. So close we ended in overtime. And now we're at 13-12. The money is not good for Luminosity, but they have managed to make a force up here and fall in with a fantastic start. And of all the people he could have killed, I think Flamey right now
the raid boss
is the big target, yeah.
Get rid of that, man. The only issue here is that Na'Vi, they're going to be setting up for the pressure over on the A site. They've had some success against Fur. Ever since that round, they have managed to pick him off, so we'll see if they can actually manage to do it again here as well. Fur changing up his angle, trying to keep them guessing. Guardian isn't too sure. As you can see, they have to donate a Molotov in there, but Fur is just like, I'm ready. I'm waiting. Walk into my crosshair. I dare you. I double dare you. And then Guardian is there.
That's exactly what Guardian lost last time. It's the exact same angle. So yes, he was not going to make that mistake again. It's going to be 4 versus 4 as they push into the bomb site. The big problem here is Cold and Fallen are both on the bomb site. Now they need to win some initial duels here. Otherwise, backup is going to come in and it could get tricky. C's coming up from behind and he transfers it right on. Turns around. C's dropping 3. And that will tie the scoreline. Taco could do nothing anymore. Huge round coming out of the Russian here. Going for the spray. Gets the quad kill as well. Survives on 6 health. What a beautiful round from Seized.
What a monster. And now he actually catches up as well. This is the issue, or I mean, it's a perfectly good thing here for Na'Vi, but everybody is able to carry their weight on these top tier teams. And while Seized with the quad in the end, all of them key frags apart from this one on Taco. That was just icing on the cake, right?
Yeah, a bit of a bonus.
Now it's just, I mean, look at this. Now Luminosity, they really have to just dig deep here. Hard eco from them, apart from Fallen, who goes for the P250. The rest of them on USPs. This isn't pretty. Na'Vi are poised to take this title, take this tournament.
Not really standing a chance. I mean, even if he gets the first kill there, it'll be traded so quickly that it still shouldn't have a big impact. They really don't have a lot of anything on the Luminosity side. If they could steal an AK or anything, that would help out a hell of a lot. Maybe especially for Fallen, who's at 1700 here, which is actually a problem.
I'm a bit surprised, I guess, because he can't afford an op regardless. He's just not going to care about going for the hard eco. If only he had a P250 there. Fallen, though, does find C's, so revenge for the last round. And then Taco just goes charging through. Surprise, surprise. He catches out Edward. At least they're doing some damage here. Zeus and Flamey are still both very low. So we'll see if FNX can actually get in here. Fallen, rightly so, is backing off to save that AK. That's the correct move to make here. You need that gun. But FNX, maybe he can catch somebody else out here from Na'Vi.
It'd be good, especially if he can run away with the rifle. I think that's the big deciding difference here. But it looks like Na'Vi are going to exit the bomb site the safe way. Guardian not wanting to allow any kind of a ninja, but that's obviously not in the cards right now. So FNX, has anyone died inside the bomb site he can go and kill? Oh, Guardian losing a lot of health, but gets the shot through. And I think, yeah, he's just going to survive the bomb as well. So 14-13. Money is there for Luminosity, not enough for Orps, but they have to buy here. Oh, I would kind of like to see them go for an aggressive long push. You can throw flashbangs over and try and catch people all the way on the T side of the map. Something needs to change. Na'Vi are proving at this point that if this game continues, they're going to end up sneaking away with a victory.
Yeah, they will just rob it right out from Luminosity. And Luminosity, after 2-0ing everybody in the bracket, might get 2-0'd here in the finals. At Na'Vi, they're changing up the pace. This time they decide to go for the straight up push. Edward is taking point this time, and he gets domed down to 13 HP. And the follow-up HC is nicely done here by Luminosity, making good use of their utility.
Yeah, he's still got one on Fur as well, so if he gets over here, maybe he could put another one in. Headshot from Cold. And this is the start Luminosity need. Now they just gotta keep their cool and follow through on this round. Playing a 5 versus 3. The bomb near the bomb site. Zeus, they're actually dropping it out back. Doesn't want to try and see if he can put it down just yet. And Guardian looking for a kill. He's gonna miss the shot once. Zeus trying to see if he can make it around the corner here. Fnax taking down Seized, and Zeus, way too many targets there. It's all on Guardian with 20 health and the AWP. He's gonna run away. They do have the money. He could rebuy, and I guess they want to make sure that if it goes to the 30th round, they're not gonna somehow miss any money, but this is obviously huge. I mean, whoever wins at this point, it will not have been easy.
No, they'll have had to battle tooth and nail. And Na'Vi is, again, kind of showing a little bit of an element of Luminosity there, trying to change up. They did go very quickly out there, but then they just got bogged down. They weren't able to just execute, get out there, and find the shots that they needed. Edward got nothing. It's almost like change up Edward and Flamey at this point. Start putting Flamey in first, because he seems to get results. He seems to find those headshots somehow. Whereas Edward right now, a couple times we've seen him go on a plateau, he hasn't really achieved anything.
Oh, there it is. No AWP saved. In fact, they steal it away, so Fallen can have it later on. It's going to be 14-14. And going into the 29th round, Na'Vi have money, including a bit of a bank on Zeus. He's got close to 10,000 at the beginning of this round, and that might be very important for them, because if they don't win this round now, they could end up losing the map based on simply not having enough of an economy going later on. So they've got to be a little bit careful, but it looks like a tactical timeout here for Na'Vi. Wow, I mean, we're being treated to a very interesting matchup here. Stylistically, these teams are similar.
And the way that they're set up as well, because both of these teams, Starix handles a lot of the calling for Na'Vi, but Zeus is still very much involved in the process. Both of these teams have a coach who's so important on the tactical side for the team and who lends a hand in the calling, and an in-game leader. So, you can see already right there, bouncing back and forth between the booths. There's a hot discussion going on between Fallen and Zeus on one side, and Zeus and Starix on the other.
Damn, too many
Zeuses. What is this? There's only supposed to be one, right?
I don't know. Could it be? Don't know enough about Greek mythology. Could there be multiple?
I'm wondering, actually. Okay, I'm not even going to venture that. Somebody's going to correct me on Twitter, like, oh, no, and like, Settler, what are you doing?
Well, we do have the game resumed now. 29th round.
And I think they aren't going to really, they shouldn't really just decide to go for any kind of rush here, Na'Vi. Luminosity should be ready. They have all of the nades necessary. They have the incendiaries, the smokes. It would be suicide on Navi's part. What has worked in the past has been just drawing attention to the B site with a couple of people with the nades, and that's what Na'Vi are going back to. They're going back to the 3 guys over towards A with the bomb, and then the 2 over not committing to plateau, just forcing Luminosity to waste their nades over here, and then changing it up and either going into the A split that has been effective, or just grouping up and running straight up onto the A site.
Bit of a Molotov to force FNX back. Bomb still all the way on the other side, and it looks like they want to try and see if they can't just find one entry. And all the CT problems we've been highlighting so far about playing on this map, they get so much worse if you lose that first man. Then you need a bit of a miracle to get back into it. Zeus getting flashed into the middle, and obviously on the other side, you could be damn sure that Fur heard that. So now he definitely knows there's some sort of play going on here.
He knows that they're controlling, at least Na'Vi. This is standard stuff, standard fare for them. They are going to set up now, change it up, and go straight down into drop. And rinse and repeat, Anders. It's going to be that A-split attempt, and it works. Flamey's there to take out Cold, and it's going to be FNX now. He has to find one kill, and he does. He takes out Flamey, so at least they're into a 4-on-4 here. But again, Fallen has to worry about the back shot, and he takes Seized out of midair.
Whoa, Fallen. He's still alive somehow. Can he actually do more in this round? He turns around, misses shot. FNX is there. 3-on-1. How does he hit the mid-air shot turning around? Edward in a 1 versus 3 to try and see if they can get to map point here, and it's not going to happen. Fallen will shut him down, and it's 15-14.
And yeah, well, Na'Vi, now what do you do? They're like, well, this strat worked, guys. Let's go ahead and try and rerun that. And Luminosity, they read them like a book. They were ready for it. FNX, he got the key kill there, taking out Flamey, reducing the number of people coming in from connector. That was sick.
Well, now it's the map point for Luminosity. We've already had one overtime on train. I don't know if the Brazilian team can handle more. I think they've already stretched themselves so far to actually come back and not let Na'Vi run away with this game. Now that they're here, I think they need the sort of the release and the satisfaction of winning the game. Overtime could put a lot of mistakes into their playstyle.
Could wreck them. You're right. That's that mounting pressure. Well, Guardian, he's going to be setting up. Deep flash in just to mess with Taco a little bit. Taco unfazed. Flashes himself out into the open. Guardian isn't going to miss a shot like that.
No, he's hoping that they're really close so that he can walk right out and spray them down in the line. Now Falling controlling here, but they're very close as well. Seas could just stand up. Falling gonna put in the one Molotov here. 2 people left. Cole with a good spray down on 1. Flamey with a headshot. FNX goes down as well. And Flamey back in action. Falling out in the open. He gets the 1 kill. He can't get the second one. 3rd kill for Flamey in the round. And it's all on Fur to try and bring this to a victory. Na'Vi almost 100% sure to bring overtime once again.
Well, let's finish the round before we start dissecting. As it is just going to be Fur getting caught out by Edward. Na'Vi, they've done it once again. They've brought it back from the brink. Luminosity could have won this 2-0, but instead Na'Vi have found a way to get overtime on both maps. They won it the first time, Anders. Now...
I mean, yeah, it's 27 kills on Flamey. Again, he's going to end up dropping 30 kills on 2 maps.
And that's nerves again. I'm not sure that Taco has to go for that kind of big play, or at least not so early when there's nothing there to stop it. A long line, no smoke to block the angle, no nothing really to keep him from facing a player who's holding passively all the way down at the bottom. He just basically played into Guardian's hands there.
At least it's one of those things where if you have a second player on plateau, that player can get confirmation about how close they are. So you have some sort of indication that maybe they are pushed up.
Yeah.
But even then, the flashbang, these are tiny details. The flashbang throws is actually not a particularly efficient one because it bounces into the ground and then jumps up.
Yeah.
You can throw much better pop flashes from that angle that actually land sort of right at the edge of the wall, so that it's a real pop flash. Wouldn't have helped him much there, but just a small thing. Someone in the audience challenging Guardian to a 1v1. It's brave, isn't it?
Man, insane.
You don't go to a UFC fight and call out, McGregor. Just don't do that.
That's a real bad idea. Bad things will happen.
An MMA fight. Yeah, well, 15-15, and a little bit of a break here between regulation and overtime.
Grill!
Cameraman is on point, same as it ever was.
Grill, 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 grill. I can see
Are you
Twitch
channeling
chat. I'm channeling Twitch chat right now, dude.
See what you've done to Semler. We need to.
It's all the like the cold meds, that I've taken over this weekend.
We need like electroshock therapy to get you back, get you out of Twitch chat. If this was like the mid-90s, someone could have made a great movie about getting stuck in Twitch chat, like the horror of it. One of those where you zoom in on the motherboard and somehow you're in like this.
Yeah, but then it's like
world.
It wouldn't be a super interesting one, Anders, because basically within the first half hour, you'd probably just turn into this gibbering wreck curled up in a corner somewhere, and then it's like that's the movie. There we go.
More cameraman action. She even had a monster can. They're so excited at monster right now. They're ready for it.
More of that.
Right. I think the pressure still is on whoever plays the CT side, and obviously now it's Luminosity. So the problem still becomes finding some sort of answer, a way to stop the terrorist side from getting the kind of execution that they want. I still think either the push on plateau where you double boost someone so that you can look onto the plateau without being there in that corner that Edward kept staying in. Either you do that and hope that someone is not going to be quick enough to get it. There's a lot of risk in it. You chance the boost in drop, which I'm not such a big fan of, or you go for the aggressive boost over at long and you flash your way in and try and fight probably Guardian, who might be sort of pushed out there, right?
Yeah.
Because Guardian is going to be looking towards the middle of the map to try and take a fight with Fallen in this scenario that I am imagining in my mind. But, you know, a quick push like that.
Fallen nearly... we love you too, Guardian, don't worry. Fallen nearly managed to win the duels in underpass, pushed up aggressively underpass, looking up to top as well. So I'm wondering if now that things are going to slow down a little bit, the pace perhaps, if he decides to go for that again, because it's a matter of just like sitting there and waiting for somebody to walk into your crosshairs. And you know that Na'Vi like to sit around a little bit, at least at the beginning of the round, and work their way in.
Someone with a flag representative like that.
Maybe that's why Fallen turned away from it, though. Guardian beat him once, like straight up man-to-man fight. And I don't think we saw Fallen attempt that again after that. So is Fallen actually, did he get scared? Is Fallen capable of feeling
No,
fear?
I don't think so. I actually don't think so. I don't see a good reason why he would be. Everyone seems to be getting their in-ears in, and we should be hopefully heading back into the game here. This is a sort of a cool down, a slow down for everybody involved.
Na'Vi are clearly feeling pretty good about it. Luminosity are going to be getting dialed in. They have to. Na'Vi wouldn't be too displeased if, the pressure started to mount a little bit more here on Luminosity as well. Double grill! All right. And well, it could just go the exact same way, Anders. It could go the exact same way. Na'Vi starting off strong, and all the pressure will then be on the Brazilians here, who are trying to pump themselves up.
I love this. I wish I could hear what Sus was saying and understand it.
It would sound sick, too, because it's in Portuguese, Anders. One of the sexiest languages on the planet. Not as much as French, but still.
Just the body language, the energy that comes through there, right? That I actually think that has real value. So very excited to see what's going on here. We're going into overtime, second map in the grand finals here at DreamHack Leipzig, and we'll see if anything has changed at all. Fur still holding the middle, just like it was previously. Fallen behind him with the AWP. Similar setup over here, and not particularly a big fan of it. The way they're holding the B-bomb side right now. It's one of those things, again, if the T's make it out onto a plateau, it'll be very hard to punish them. But you have sort of a crossfire between Cold and Taco, even though it's a tight line.
Yeah, exactly. It is a tight line, and really I think the main thing here is that Cold is just going to have to sit and watch plateau. It's the two guys, it's Taco and FNX, who have to focus on drop and just annihilate anything that comes in there, because if they die, then Cold is exposed. He doesn't know which way to go, and he's doomed, basically. Like, you need some Fallen level kind of play to survive that. And instead, Na'Vi right now, minute mark, and it's now time for them to push. And that's another thing, is that, there is no, like, natural... It feels like there's no natural timing for the CT side right now to push and get info. Like, where do they go to get it? I guess it's Fallen trying to peek into apartments, but then Guardian is waiting.
And that leaves Fur in a weird position. If FNX can actually pop a flash into the middle for him, he could go for the peak, but instead it's going to go all the way over there. Grenade on in, but it's a little bit too wide. He still gets that shot on Sus. Fur needs to win the fight in the middle, and he gets one. Can there be a second one? Flash! Everybody's flashed. And Fur, he's still got 4 bullets left, but he can't make it. He gets shot in the back. Edward turning around, 180 for the shot on FNX as well. And a huge round coming in from Edward, who does go down to Taco's mad spray through the door, through the smoke. Now it's a 2-1-2 with 14 seconds. That bomb needs to get up there. Flamey is still alive, and they have 2 Molotovs still to try and keep Luminosity away. So this will be very tricky. Guardian, AWP trying to see if he could push back in here. Now the CTs are coming for them. Taco's got a good line here. Guardian gets the shot on him though, and now Cold coming through. Nobody hitting a shot. Close with the Glock as well, trying to see if he can do it with the burst fire as well. Cold gets 1 kill, turns around, but Flamey is there. Only the 1 kill, but definitely an important one.
The key frag, the clutch kill, and that makes all of the difference. He's 2 kills away from picking up that 30 bomb, the second map running. And he just keeps delivering here for Na'Vi. The rest of Na'Vi, man, what a running battle. That felt like it lasted an eternity, Anders. Like, it just never stopped.
I was slowly running out of air, but thought had to go all in. Ooh, Fur, look at this. We talk about CT side aggression and how difficult it is to master. Well, Fur at least makes an attempt of it. Zeus, and I think actually more than... yeah, there was Zeus that heard it. He just rotated in from upper, but that was... I like the idea. In fact, I love the idea.
Oh, sure, you know, try and change it up, but now that puts Luminosity in a horrible spot. They have hardly any nades to speak of, and this is them spending all of their money. They're not going to have any money left in the third round here if they lose this one. This is the danger of losing the first round on CT side. It just wrecks your economy if you only have $10,000 to start. If you're buying AWPs, I mean, that's a very expensive buy. So all the pressure now on Luminosity to guess right, basically. Figure out where Navi are coming from, be in the right place at the right time, just like FNX. This time around, he connects, he takes out Flamey. Not gonna get the second man though, Seized will hunt him.
Critical kill coming in from Taco. Again, these CT rounds have been so difficult to get. Cold picking up the one. Guardian is still up there. Nobody hitting a shot. Well, actually, Cold is a little bit low on health, but he's still got 45 seconds. Zeus has the bomb, and oh, the grenades have finished Cold. Taco and Fallen. It's a 2-on-2 battle. And they need this round, Luminosity. They can't give it away to Navi. It'd be too much. They would also be running out of money here in the overtime format that we've got. Fallen not getting the flick, and Guardian dropping him down. And now it's all on Taco.
He's done it in the past, but not this time.
Oh, man, and the money for Luminosity.
They don't have much to speak of, exactly. It's a CZ4 spy from them to get the nades on the board. They could have tried to go FAMAS or something like that, but then no, just get the nades. You're gonna need them. You need those anti-rush nades if Navi decide to, well, play silly. I mean, that's the one thing here. Navi now, they're the ones who, like, they're pumped up. They're like, yes, okay, we got the first 2 rounds. Those are the key ones. Now we can do this. We can close this out. Keep your cool, Navi. And one difference here, in fact, they've changed it up. They brought the bomb over to B side this time instead of taking it over with the 3-man stack over on A for Navi. This is interesting because Taco, he's got an idea. He's gonna flash his way through, and it works, and he doesn't spot the man until just a bit too late. Flamey's there to take him out.
A bit of a refract for Cold, but still a favorable trade. FNX jumping down. Did you see the bomb? He actually goes for the shot. The random flashbang comes through. Oh no, FNX. He couldn't capitalize on that. And now for alone. Navi about to take 3 rounds in a row here, which will bring them from a single round and winning the grand finals here. That's all they need.
And there's the flash. Fur presses forward. Seized. Well, even if he gets caught here, yeah, Fur isn't even going to waste any time. He's going to instantly rotate over towards that A site. And guess what? Zeus again with the final kill. 18-15. And well, life just got very interesting here for Luminosity. They need a perfect T-side half, just like Navi just did, to get this to a second half of overtime. Navi have 3 match points.
Who put that flashbang in? Was that a team flash coming in? Can we see that?
Was that Fallen?
I think there might have been a team flash popping in. Look at it.
Fallen.
Boom. Yeah. Oh, wow.
Well, so miscommunication sometimes, you know, heat of the moment.
Yeah.
That's an element, you know, that's what
FNX,
makes team games beautiful, man. You got to be on point.
Fallen can call that he's flashing, but because FNX comes down from drop, it's so hard for them to know where exactly they are at that point in time. That is actually a bit of a tragedy. Now, we've got Navi. 1 round, that's all they need. It would have been, I mean, overtime now on both maps. Again, a testimony to how close Luminosity are to beating, I mean, it seems every team in the world. It's possible still, but Navi might edge it away on this map just like they did on Train.
Yeah, this is just like leveling up. They're in the grind phase. More experience in finals. That's what Navi, or that's what Luminosity are getting, because Navi have it all. Guardian spots the man going across. He's wondering where's the second one, and now that's going to set it up. And he gets the angle correct. Fallen not going to be able to follow up on him. Instead, now Guardian still holds the line.
This is a bit dangerous for Guardian. I mean, he hit Taco, but only very little. Not quite enough. Guardian, is he going to keep going? They can look over the smoke there. He's very exposed. If he took 1 more step to the right, I think that would have been enough for Cold to get the kill on him. Who's sneaking up behind but Seized, and that's a big problem right now for Luminosity. They've laid in the foundation here, but if they lose this kill, if Taco goes down, that could wreck the whole round. And Seized is looking for the information. Great kill from Fallen, but Seized is still a factor here. 3 versus 5. Flamey gonna get the kill. Also, Sniper Seas comes up from behind. Now they're trapped in here, but they get the kill on Flamey. They turn around, and that's gonna be it. Double kill for Cold Zero. And 18-16.
And that was the big buy, and Flamey just chuck away the Scar 20, never buy it again. I mean, you're so good with the rifle. I have no idea why he goes with the Scar 20 and then just has like no impact with it. He gets a kill there, but it's not enough. The aim is too good now with the AKs. These guys just come around the corner, and you know, if you don't hit that headshot or just boom, the first 2 shots to take them out, they will hit a headshot on you.
Some smokes being traded over at the plateau. Got a very standard setup right here. Another 2 rounds for Luminosity, and we get a 3rd overtime in the grand finals, a 2nd on this map. And again, you could tell that it's just not easy. Any mistake, and Na'Vi are going to run away with it.
You know, when the teams are so evenly matched, just the smallest error. And now Na'Vi, well, they still continue to maintain the stack on B, which is interesting. Despite the nades that are coming out here, Seized hasn't really seen anybody. He hasn't heard many footsteps either. This could just be the one man. There's the flash. He turns away, dodges it perfectly, stops the first one, but Fallen is there to trade. And now that's going to force, that's the key kill right there. Fallen, him getting that kill on Seized forces them to actually rotate a man back over here onto the A site.
And it's scary for Fallen. If he misses the shot, Seized could just keep spraying through the doorway and probably kill him. So a little bit of a worry then. Edward, in that corner that he's been in so many times already. And a couple of times he's had big results. And once they make the jump past here, are they going to be focused on Guardian? No, they focus on Edward. It's a clean kill. Taco, very good with the entries, and they need it right now. Guardian missing a shot. He repeats. Fallen is there, but Guardian a little bit quicker now. They're boosted up on the box again. 18 seconds left here. Taco taking a 2nd kill. They need more. Zeus and Flamey are still there, but now there's going to be a bomb plant as well, and this is looking very good for the terrorist side.
Now it comes down to Flamey just going ham again. Zeus and Flamey, the last 2 alive. Zeus up close. He's been consistent getting kills so far in this round of overtime. And Flamey, he's going to walk right into Taco, the man who annihilated Guardian. And there you go. Flamey gets the timing right. He gets the 2nd one as well. And now the last man is on the plateau. This is it, the moment for Na'Vi. Can they actually lock it out? There's the spray. Flamey with the triple. And Na'Vi will be the DreamHack Leipzig champions. 2-0.